Hi everyone, my name is Bethany and I, along with my husband Sean, run Trash Pandas Thrift. We're a six-figure reselling business, and here on this channel, we share with you all of our tips, tricks, and experiences, all so that you can start and grow your very own reselling business too. Today I've got another video in our new series that we're doing of what sold from style-based sourcing and selling. So if you're new to our channel, something that we like to talk about a lot here, something that we do a lot in our business, is something called style-based sourcing. So when we go to the thrift store, for us, we primarily source somewhere called the Goodwill Outlet. I am looking for items to pick up and flip online on places like eBay, Poshmark, and Depop, and other places as well. We run our business a little bit differently, so there is a lot of style-based sourcing and selling, even when we're selling on Whatnot or wholesaling to other thrift stores, consignment stores as well. Today, we're going to talk about sales that we had through this strategy on eBay alone. So I'm super excited. I've got 5 sales that we're going to go through today. I'm going to show you the picture. I'm going to show you what it sold for, try to talk a little bit about how long it took to sell, as well as anything notes that I have that I think might help you guys in terms of what I'm picking up, seeing what's selling for us, and maybe taking some little nuggets of information and figuring out what can sell really well style-based for you. So if that's something that you're interested in, this is going to be a good video to watch. Let's dive right in. The first one, actually, I picked this one because I wanted to do a men's style-based item, especially I've got a lot of comments recently from either men's clothing resellers, male resellers as well, talking about we really, at least for me on this channel, I really do focus a lot when it comes to like women's style-based sourcing. I love talking about the dainty little silk tops. I'll show you more today. There is also a really large category of men's style-based items as well. And one huge category of that are workwear style-based items. And that's exactly what this one was and why I wanted to include it. This was a Stan Ray fatigue pants, men's 30 by 32 military utility, USA made Gorp workwear skater. Lots of keywords in there. If you notice with style-based finds, it's not just about having the right style to get an item to sell. It's about the right keywords to get the right buyers to your listings and to make sure they actually want that item. That's what they were thinking of in their head before they go out and check out your item. That's one of the best parts about style-based sourcing. There's tons of creativity, and I love being able to use that in our listings. This one sold for $40. It sold earlier this year, and it did not take very long at all. I love personally selling workwear, men's workwear, vintage workwear, and I'm sure we have other videos on our channel that talk about it as well. The second one, if you watched the first video, and if you haven't, I'll put a little link. This is a second video in a series of these that we're going to be doing. This might look a little bit familiar. So this one is another little vintage mall brand tank top. This one was vintage Hollister Y2K baby doll cami tank top, large blue lace Bella coquette. Love it. Oh, this is so cute, like a little lace trim. So this one actually sold while I was running a sale. So it sold less than my asking price, although it was full price at the time, and it sold for $31.49, which is crazy for a tiny little tank top, and that's a sale price too, that $31. Style-based sourcing, style-based selling can be so lucrative when you truly have your pulse, your fingers on the pulse of what buyers are truly looking for style-wise. The end does not exist, right? The limit does not exist, and that's one of my favorite parts. We sell a ton of tops specifically. That's why I'm showing you guys a ton of tank tops. This is our sales. So I don't really want to pick and choose what we don't sell the most of. I want to show you what we really, the bulk of our style-based selling, the bulk of like what really helps pad our style-based sales, and that's going to be a ton of tops, and I'll show you that today. All right, this is another. This one is, oh, this is cute. Look at that. Oh, I love little red tops. It just screams like, I don't know, you're having a good time when you're like wearing a little red top out. Okay, this one was vintage. I did include the brand in this one. Vintage Alana Hill Y2K baby doll top, medium fairy grunge 90s festival slinky. This one sold for $27.99, and this one also sold within a week of me listing it. So in our business, what we really try to aim for, and why I'm talking about how long these items took to sell, we do like to churn through our inventory. I do not like to sit on inventory longer than 90 days. I give it 3 months, and honestly, I've always been that kind of person that's impatient. I'm saying 90 days, but truly a lot of our newly listed fresh inventory, it sells within a month or 2 months. And that is not everyone's business model, but our business model has truly always been, because of our low cost of goods and our ability to churn items. When you're selling the same type of style-based item over and over again, it gets far easier not only to source these, but also to list them again and again and again and again when you already have that formula. So I price competitively in order for these items to sell within that 90-day benchmark. I also really do think that style-based items in general, I don't think everyone thinks of them as fast-selling bolos. If you've never heard of the term bolo, it's be on the lookout for. Oftentimes in the reseller community, you'll watch videos talking about this bolo sold within a week or this bolo sold within 1 day. And for me in our business, and I feel like since I've been talking to a lot of you guys either here on YouTube or on Instagram, I feel like this whole mindset shift has been happening that a fast-selling bolo doesn't have to be a great brand. Oftentimes in our business, in our stores, it's style-based items that are flipping the fastest, because when you really have that epitome of a style, you have the correct keywords, all it takes is that one buyer coming to your listing and they're snatching it. Because how are they going to find the same exact thing if they wanted to buy it for less? You have a unique item, right? And it's completely tailored, suiting what they're looking for that style. Style-based items can sell quick. Honestly, it's a myth that they can't. So that's why I like to include how long these items take to sell. I've always been, and I've worked on this myself, one of my, I would say, like weaknesses in my business has always been, unfortunately, that impatience. I do like to churn our inventory, and because of that, I used to accept far lower offers than I should have. When you have that lower cost of good, even on a top like this, if I listed it for $27.99 and it sold within a week, yet if I got on day 2 that like $16, $17 offer, I'd be looking at it like, But I remind myself that once you understand and you truly master style, people will pay your asking price if it is fair. That's something I've really had to like kind of rewire in my brain. I'm still working on it. And I think that's the point. I like to share with you guys all that stuff because nothing is perfect. Truly, like I might love style-based sourcing and style-based selling, and I'm still going to talk about a weakness that I have when it comes to, for example, accepting lower offers, right? None of us are perfect. We're all in our own little reseller journey. And if you're just starting out with style-based selling, I hope it comforts you to know there's still some things that I struggle with too. Okay, enough rambling, more sales. Next one, I love this. This is one of my favorite styles to source and sell. I'm so excited. I'm going to talk about this probably more as we go into the season of the cold weather. I don't want to say the word winter out loud, but it's coming. This one is so cute. Okay, Y2K Whimsigoth top, women's medium, lace, floral mesh, bell sleeve, witchy boho goblin. Oh, that's a mouthful. It's a good mouthful, though. I love those sleeves. Those flare sleeves are everything. I see that in a top. I'm like, from across the bin, I'm like looking at it. I'm giving it the eyes. I want it. You know what I mean? All right, this one sold for $26.99. It actually had no brand tag at all. That's part of the reason there was no brand in my title. This one had no brand tag. There also was no size. So of course we estimated the size, gave some measurements, an approximate size, and some blaring notes everywhere to please see measurements. So one of my favorite things about style-based selling and sourcing is that you can sell items like this with no brand at all if you have the correct keywords. It's integrate style. All of these keywords work together, so they don't work independently from each other. They create this image of an item that fits, in this case, so many different styles that made it sell. The color was a good one. At the time this one sold, brown was actually, chocolate brown specifically, was trending really hard. Color, everything, anything that's a trend in that moment in time, besides just the styles I'm talking about, can also lift your items and your style-based sales as well. All right, next, I added one just to show you guys what I was talking about before, because I can talk about it, but I also want to show you. This one was a little tank top. This is Y2K Coquette Cami top pink striped bow lace ribbon preppy fairy festival 90s. And this one sold within a few days because I accepted an offer of $20. Now, that's always been my weakness, so I was going to show you guys one as well. When I get an offer like that a couple days in, sometimes I just take it. And honestly, when it is this close to my asking price, I believe my asking price was about $25, $26, I don't feel bad about it at all, especially if it's, for example, a slower sales day, right? This is just honestly a choice you have to make for you and your business. Any lower than 20, I probably wouldn't have accepted. And I know for sure this was cute. And if I waited maybe a month, I would have gotten my full asking price. And I'm still okay with turning tiny little tank top. I think she weighed like 8 ounces. So she cost us 75 cents. So turning 75 cents into $20, rinse and repeat, I am super happy with. I don't know. I love these tiny little tank tops. Oftentimes they're the ones that are left on the bottom of the bin, just unturned, just not taken. I love them, especially when it comes to different details like you see on this one that amplify value. And of course, I wanted to show you I am not perfect. I'm just human too. And this is one of the things that I have struggled with in my business. And you're going to see this in some sales that I'm going to show you. And I'm not going to hide it either because that's just who I am as a reseller, and that's okay. I have my own things that I'm working on too, and I really like to see that a lot of the other sales that I'm showing you did sell for full price, and I did hold out on it when I felt like I should. So yeah, I hope this really helps. I hope it helps seeing the range of different styles. All of these, I think, kind of had a different keyword or a different style in them. They're all completely different colors, even though they're all tops, and that lends itself to completely different keywords, completely different styles, and I think that's just so fun. Shows a wide range of what you can be doing when you are sourcing based on style. It's also not a coincidence that almost every single one of them was Y2K. We sell a ton of Y2K when it comes to style-based stuff, and that's why we talk about it so often in hauls and other videos. So if you like this kind of video, you want to see more of it, let me know in the comments below. I'll make this a running series. I feel like there's a second one after the third. It'll be like cemented. It'll be a good series that we can do for a while. So let me know. I'll pull up more sales. I'll get some pictures. I'll blow them up big so you can see them. This time I heard your guys' feedback. We're going to try our best to make sure you can see the items for this video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this a ton. I hope it was educational and you can see for yourself what you might be able to make happen in your business if you want to. Style-based selling is a great way to make some extra money reselling, and I love to share with you all how we do that as well. Okay, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.